Not every great sci-fi was made in Hollywood. In this video, I'll talk about 10 of my favorite films made in different countries. Some are classics, others deserve a lot more attention. And I'm sure you'll have a few to add in the comments, but for now, let's get started. This is a low-budget time machine film made in Spain. Hector, a middle-aged man living in the countryside, spots a naked woman in the woods through his binoculars and decides to check it out. He's suddenly chased by another man, the same height as him, with a pink bandage covering his head. Hector looks for shelter, but he ends up in the wrong place, a nearby research facility. A scientist tells him to enter a large mechanical device, the time machine, to escape the bandaged man. Hector travels back nearly 1 hour. After crashing the scientist's car, he bandages his head, and the cloth slowly turns pink from blood. An endless loop of repeated events unfolds during that final hour. The film mixes suspense, voyeurism, and a time travel paradox, suggesting that turning back time will never completely change what's coming. Yes, this may be more of a disturbing comedy than a sci-fi story, but it's set in a post-apocalyptic Paris, where food has almost disappeared. Inside a crumbling apartment building live a butcher, his daughter, a clown, and a group of vegetarian fanatics doing their best to survive and to outdo each other's foolishness. The cartoonish visuals create a colorful, surreal world that feels both absurd and claustrophobic. The film was directed by Jean-Pierre Jeunet, the same filmmaker behind Amélie. Its melancholic music makes everything seem even stranger, while the grotesque characters move through scenes that are as beautiful as they are unsettling. The images are almost flawless. The dialogue sounds intentionally cheap. Everything you need for a film that's impossible to stop watching. Let's shift to a much heavier note. Stalker, directed by Andrei Tarkovsky, whom you may know from his more famous Solaris. It's based on the Strugatsky brothers' novel Roadside Picnic, and turns a science fiction premise into a spiritual, almost mystical experience. The story takes place in the Zone, a restricted area where the laws of space and time have changed after an alien visitation. The army keeps everyone out, but a man known as the Stalker guides 2 others, a writer and a scientist, inside. Deep in the Zone lies a room said to grant one's most secret desires. To reach it, they must cross a strange and dangerous landscape filled with invisible traps. Filmed in long, hypnotic takes, Stalker contrasts the brown, faded tones of the outside world with the deep color and quiet of the Zone. It's a slow, thoughtful journey. Not about science or aliens, but about faith, fear, and the limits of human desire. This Swiss sci-fi takes us to the year 2267, when Earth has become nearly uninhabitable. Most of humanity dreams of escaping to Rhea, a distant green colony that promises paradise, though few can afford the ticket. Dr. Laura Portman, whose sister already lives there, joins an 8-year cargo mission aboard the aging freighter Cassandra, hoping to earn enough money for her own trip to Rhea. But nothing on this voyage is what it seems. As the crew uncovers layer after layer of a deadly conspiracy, cargo becomes a haunting mix of alien-style suspense and Philip K. Dick-like paranoia, familiar themes executed with striking visual precision. When Sunshine was released, it became a box office failure, and today it's often overlooked. The film follows a group of astronauts sent on a mission to reignite the dying sun with a massive nuclear bomb in order to save Earth from freezing. Along the way, the crew faces countless dangers, but their greatest threat comes from a lone astronaut stranded on a previous ship that attempted the same mission. Convinced he's acting on divine orders, he'll do anything to stop them. claiming humanity has no right to play God. It's implied that he already killed his own crew for the same belief. In its final act, Sunshine shifts from realistic sci-fi to a surreal, almost spiritual thriller, and it's deliberately ambiguous, leaving each viewer to decide what it really says about faith. Aniara deserves to be called a masterpiece. This Northern European sci-fi is miles ahead of most Hollywood productions, and it knows it. The story starts simple. Passengers on a luxury spacecraft traveling from Earth to Mars take a wrong turn and realize they might never make it back. From there, it's all about how people react. Some panic, some pretend everything's fine, and some completely lose control. The danger itself isn't what matters. It's how people change when hope starts to fade. Also known as Aurora, this Lithuanian film follows Lucas, a scientist who volunteers for an experiment connecting his mind to that of a woman in a coma. Inside the shared mental space, he meets her, silent, unreachable, but somehow alive. Each session draws them closer, and their encounters turn increasingly intense, emotional, and physical. Lucas begins to lie about his results and drifts away from his real life, obsessed with bringing Aurora back. The dream world grows stranger, white rooms, shifting landscapes, and moments that feel real until they suddenly aren't. The visual design is precise and cold, the music eerie and distant, like a memory fading as you watch. It's not an easy film, but it's bold and hypnotic. Some moments linger too long or lose direction, yet even at its slowest, Vanishing Waves never loses its strange pull. You might know Possession, but chances are you've never heard of On the Silver Globe, another film by Polish director Andrzej Żuławski. It's a movie you need to approach consciously. Production began in the 1970s, but the Polish government shut it down before completion. Years later, Żuławski reconstructed what remained, filling the missing parts with his own narration. The story follows a group of young explorers who leave Earth to start a new life on another planet very similar to our own. Years later, their descendants are persecuted by the Zerns, the planet's native species. Only one member of the original crew survives, and the new generation begins to treat him as a demigod. They believe his prophecy of a messiah coming from Earth, and when an ordinary man finally lands on their planet, they see him as their savior. It's not an easy film, strange, fragmented, and visually overwhelming. But if you tune into its rhythm, On the Silver Globe is worth every minute. The Holy Mountain might seem completely bizarre, and that's exactly the point. Alejandro Jodorowsky not only directed it, he also wrote, scored, and designed it himself. It follows a mysterious thief and a group of wealthy followers who set out on a surreal journey to the Holy Mountain, hoping it will bring them spiritual enlightenment. Along the way, they face violent rituals, twisted symbols of faith, and grotesque parodies of modern life. The film overflows with strange and unforgettable imagery, lizards dressed as conquistadors, money made from blood, and temples that look like nightmares. It's shocking, beautiful, and absurd, but that's its power, mocking religion and materialism, while reaching for something truly transcendental, a vision that feels like pure hallucination. Jean-Luc Godard's Alphaville shows a cold future where emotions are banned. Love, poetry, even kindness are treated like crimes from another age. It's part sci-fi, part noir, and that mix works perfectly. There are no effects, no futuristic gadgets, nothing built for the movie. Godard shot everything on real Paris streets, turning the city's nightlights and sharp architecture into the strange world of Alphaville. The story follows Lemmy Caution, a secret agent who comes to find a missing colleague, kill the city's creator, and destroy Alpha 60, the computer that controls every thought and action. But along the way, he falls in love with the villain's daughter. It's weird, stylish, and full of references to Orwell, Borges, and Einstein. The kind of movie that makes you feel a little smarter just for watching it.